Welcome back for another video. So what are the most infamous game weeks in FPL's history? In its 20 plus year history, there's been some truly outrageous moments, so let's go through them. Starting with a recent one, Game Week 4 of the 22-23 season. Liverpool are home to Bournemouth, and this fixture's got goals written all over it, and who better to captain than Salah? Half-time rolls around and it's 5-0, Diaz, and then Elliott, and then Trent, and then Firmino, and then Van Dijk. Nothing from Salah yet. Liverpool score a further 4 in the second half, 9-0. The game ends with 11 different players involved in the goals, and yet Salah finishes with a blank. Elsewhere, Haland scores a hat-trick. Let's roll back the years for the next one, and we've got 3 of the most infamous triple captaincies of all time. A glitch in the matrix with these names: Kane, Sané, Mane. It's 2018 and Kane's in excellent form, netting in 2 games immediately before double game week 32, a very popular triple captain pick. He goes on to blank in both games for 4 points. It's 2019 and Sané's having a good season, 4 returns in 4 before double game week 25, a highly popular triple captain. He doesn't play a single minute in the first game, and then in the second game he only makes it to 58 minutes before coming off for a 1-pointer, 3 points for the triple captainers. And then it's 2020, and Mane's having an unbelievable season, Liverpool's season. Double game week 24 rolls around, and Mane's in better form than Salah, so millions back him for captaincy, and 270,000 for triple captaincy, more than Salah. 32 minutes into the first game, he goes down injured, subbed off, and then he misses the second of the double for a grand total of 1 point. To rub salt in the wounds, Salah triple captain his walk away with 48 points. This was such an infamous tilting game week that Late Riser dedicated an entire article on not letting it get to you. We're rolling back the years even further for this one. It's the 2012-13 season. You open FPL to check how you're doing and you're greeted with this: 1,999 points. It's the only time this has ever happened. A glitch caused several players' scores to be logged in correctly. Suarez got 784 points thanks to 260 assists. Sterling got 1,303 points. Cuellar with minus 129 points. They later fixed the glitch and apologised for the confusion. Let's look at a more recent controversy. Again, confusion regarding the players' points. Solly March, 2022-23. It's double game week 27 and Brighton have Leeds and Crystal Palace. A really good double. March finds the back of the net 61 minutes into the first game and he's awarded the points on FPL. Opt to log the goal as a Harrison own goal instead, which is FPL's source for points, so the points are removed. The replays aren't conclusive, but post-match March says he got the goal. A couple of days later the goal panel reviews it and he's awarded the goal. However, FPL have a rule whereby once the match day's over, then the players' points logged are locked in. Hashtag justice for March was trending on Twitter. If there wasn't any justice, it was the second fixture in the double where March scored again. Another very infamous double game week, which is double game week 34 of 2018-19. Brighton have got back-to-back home games, and it's against Bournemouth and Cardiff. Centre-back Duffy has 5 goals and 2 assists up to this point, backed by millions for captaincy. He scores a grand total of 1 point. Lewis Dunk was also a popular captain that week, and he also did poorly. A couple of years earlier, Southampton have a double game week 37, and in comes Gabbiadini, or later coined Backstabber. He was the most popular captain that week, and the Italian striker went on to not play in the first match at all against Middlesbrough, and then he misses a penalty against Man United in the second game for a grand total of 0 points. It's the 22-23 season and it's game week 15. Haland set the league alight, 17 goals in 14 games. And Man City the first match of the game week against Fulham. A last minute leak reveals that Haaland's benched, so FPL managers are frantically looking where to turn for captaincy. Cancelo emerges as a favourite. They're home to Fulham after all and he's got the attacking threat, favourites to keep a clean sheet. 25 minutes in he's shown a straight red card, minus 2 points, minus 4 for those that captain him. Haaland comes on for the final 20 or so minutes and of course goes on to score. Not the first time that those blissfully unaware of leaks have come out on top. In the 21-22 season, Chelsea are home to Norwich, the team to target, game week 9. Everyone expected a battering here, and that's exactly what happened. And as a consequence, Havertz was captained by millions of managers. Chelsea win at 7-0, Havertz uninvolved in all 7 goals. Elsewhere, Salah, who had been in breathtaking form, put up a 13-pointer against Man City. The next one's brutal. It's the 2021 season, and Mourinho's in charge of Spurs, and they're against Southampton in game week 2. Mourinho says in his pre-match conference, "Well, I've sun out for a while." FPL subsequently updated him to red flagged, 25% chance of playing, and the rest is history. Son plays the full 90 minutes, he scores 4 goals, 24 points. Loads more to come, so hit subscribe if you're enjoying these so far. In the 16-17 season, West Brom faced West Ham. Brunt takes a late corner and finds Evans, who heads it a goal. It appears to take a touch of Macaulay on the way through, but the replay is certainly inconclusive. All 3 of these players were popular picks in FPL. Evans ends up getting the assist and Macaulay's given the goal, nothing for Brunt. In the 21-22 season, Bernardo's in great form for City, goals and assists. Man City have got a good run of games coming up, so a lot of people bring him in. Between Gameweek 17 and Gameweek 20, Man City scored 19 goals in 4 games, where Bernardo's involved in exactly none. He played the full 90 in all but 1 game as well. The year before, Leeds faced Man City, and out of position hero Stuart Dallas is classified as a defender, but playing in cam at times. Leeds are away to City, and they pull off one of the upsets of the season. Despite being a popular pick, millions benched Dallas, not expecting anything, certainly no clean sheet. Leeds do go on to concede, but they win the game 2-1 at the Etihad thanks to a Dallas brace for 17 points. The next one is similar, but even worse. In Game Week 19 of the 1920 season, Leicester are in hot form, so many managers decide to bench Trent against them, where he goes on to have the best game of his career in terms of FPL points. 1 goal, 3 assists and a clean sheet and 3 bonus for a 24-point haul, glued first on hundreds of thousands of benches. The next one's likely one of the first answers you'll get if you ask any player what's the most infamous FPL moment ever. It's the 21-22 season, a small double game week for Watford. They're against Norwich and Burnley. Dennis and King are both having a good season as Watford strikers. Dennis in particular with 8 goals and 6 assists up to this point. Triple captain chips are active on him even. 77 minutes into the first game, Dennis is shown a red, ruling him out of the second match and a game week score of -1. -3 for those that used the chip on him. The next one is one of the most infamous matches in Premier League history, period. The case of the mistaken identity. It was Wenger's 1000th game in charge of Arsenal and they faced Chelsea. 15 minutes into the game, it's already 2-0 to Chelsea. A third goal is heading into the back of the net, but Oxlade-Chamberlain saves the shot with his hand. The world watches on as referee Andre Mariner shows Gibbs a straight red card instead of Oxlade-Chamberlain. FPL have no choice but to honour the referee's ruling, despite the red later being rescinded, by which point the points were locked in. I'm sure many mini-leagues were decided by that refereeing error alone. In the 2021 season, Southampton against Man United. 2 minutes in, Southampton are down to 10 men, and it's a bloodbath after that. Man United go on to score 9 goals. Bednarek comes out worst after getting a late red and finishing with -7 points, the worst score in FPL history. Amazingly, some managers had him captain, but a single manager in the entire world had him triple captain for -21 points. Anti-FPL heaven. The next one is infamous as the unluckiest individual match in FPL history. Jonathan Walters is making his 100th Premier League appearance, a decent FPL asset on penalties. In Game Week 22 of the 12-13 season, Stoke faced Chelsea. Right before half time, Walters heads the ball straight in the back of his own net. Second half, Mata puts in a corner, which catches Walters by surprise, and he puts it in his own net again. Right at the end of the game, Stoke win a penalty, a chance for some redemption. You know exactly what happens next. Petr Cech saves it. Walters finishes the game with -4 points. And lastly, we finish at the tail end of the 22-23 season. Newcastle have got Leeds and Brighton in a double game week. Isak and Wilson both performing excellently in the lead up. The vast majority of managers are already on double Newcastle defence, so a choice to make between the 2 forwards. Isak registers 1 assist for 7 points in total. Wilson scores 3 goals and an assist, maximum bonus in both games for 24 points. This was a monumental swing and a very polarising game week. With just 2 game weeks to go, it was such a decisive game week. Thanks for watching this video. Hit like if you did enjoy it and subscribe for more like these. I read every comment, so drop one below. More FPL content on screen now.